Been researching how these mass firings of federal employees could impact the D.C. housing market.
And tonight, some new reporting from our Larry Miller reveals it is soft, but it's solid.
All right, a lot is being said about D.C.'s housing market.
The Washington, D.C. housing market is crashing.
Federal layoffs, the spring season of buying and selling homes, the stress level is off the charts. Hang in there. There's speculation that the housing market in the Washington area is crashing or about to crash, and that would send home prices plunging and home values into a free fall.
As we're looking at the data right now, it's just too soon to tell.
That's Lisa Studevant. She's the chief economist with Bright MLS. They track the sale and listings of homes. While some believe that the housing market is in trouble, Studevant says that the housing market is softening a bit, meaning slightly lower home prices. But there's nothing to suggest that the housing market is crashing.
To be very clear, the market is not crashing. There are very little signs to suggest that we should even think we're going to head in that direction. There's such tight inventory right now. There is a broad set of workers who are untouched by changes to the federal workforce, very resilient economy by and large. Homeowners in the Washington area have a tremendous amount of equity in their homes, and this softness in prices won't cut into those homeowners' value.
According to the American Community Survey, about 14% of the workforce in the Washington, D.C. area are federal civilian employees, but it does vary depending on where you live. For instance, in Arlington and in Alexandria, it's closer to about 20%. And in Prince William and Fairfax County, that number is 13%. About 13% of the workforce in D.C. is made up of federal employees. It's 7% in Maryland. But what does this mean for the housing market? Well, according to Bright MLS, Northern Virginia drove new home listings last week. Areas with the biggest surge, Alexandria up 46%, followed by Prince William, Arlington, and Fairfax counties. So yes, more homes are being listed, but more homes are typically listed during the spring and summer months. And the added homes creates an advantage for buyers.
The shift to a more balanced market, or one that favors buyers a little bit more, it really does depend on where you are and what type of property you're looking for. In DC itself, for example, there's more inventory. Buyers have a little bit more leverage. But if you're looking for a single family home in Fairfax or Montgomery County, there's still less than a month's supply. And that means that sellers really are still in control in that segment of the market.
To be competitive, sellers are dropping their prices. Experts say that that could be a sign that sellers are a little uncertain, but it doesn't mean that the market is crashing. It does mean, though, that buyers have an opportunity to strike in ways that they haven't had in years. For WUSA 9, I'm Larry Miller.
All right, tonight.